Adding anodized aluminum woodworking layout tools and accessories to your workshop doesn't have to break the bank. In this new video series, I'm going to review several anodized tools from Banggood.com that I feel are not only on par with other brands out there, but are also affordable for even the smallest budgets. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Maker's Workbench. As always, I'm your host Charles, and in this video I'm going to take an in-depth look at the DrillPro Precision Clamping Square 2-piece set from Banggood.com. Before we get started, it's important to note that Banggood provided this clamping square set to me free of charge for the purpose of review. While I am reviewing this tool in an unbiased manner, transparency and integrity are important to me. I have spent a few weeks using this tool and am confident in my assessment of its quality and accuracy. One more point that I should note is that all the links to Banggood.com found in the description of this video are affiliate links, and I earn a small commission for each sale they generate. Additionally, I feel it's important to mention that while I am generally a fan of USA-made tools, I hold an open mind to quality tools that may be manufactured globally. In this instance, there are USA-made tools that are similar to these, and I would love to review them at some point in the future, but at the moment my budget simply won't allow for the purchase of those tools as they are significantly more expensive than these Chinese-made counterparts. The clamping square set arrived about 12 days after my order shipped, and it arrived in a small cardboard box that was fitted with die-cut closed cell foam. But unfortunately, I can't show you that as I accidentally threw the packaging away. Sorry about that. In the box were two 60mm aluminum clamping squares that were anodized red and featured laser-etched scales on the outer edges. Also in the box were 4 clamp ends, 4 right angle bolts, and 4 plastic knobs. The squares felt quite solid in the hand, as did the clamp ends, and as you can see here, everything looked great. You can see how even and uniform the anodizing is, as well as how nice the surface finish is on the machined surfaces. When Banggood first approached me, I was a bit skeptical at how well the fit and finish of these squares would be, but once they arrived, I was quite pleased with how pristine they actually were. Each square features 6 holes drilled along its sides with another hole drilled in the center of the corner. The inside corner of each square is dog-eared as well to provide proper clearance when clamping mitered stock. Taking a look at the clamp ends, we can see that they have the same flawless fit and finish as the squares, and each of the bolts has a highly polished chrome finish with threads free of burrs and blemishes. Each knob features a threaded brass insert, which is a nice change for some of the Chinese knobs I've bought in the past that featured aluminum inserts or just plastic threads with no insert at all. The knobs are smooth and free of casting flash and raised seams, which makes them feel quite nice in the hands. Taking a closer look at the clamp ends, you can see that the fit and finish is on par with the squares, and each end is free of saw marks that are sometimes present on the cheaper clamping squares you might find on other websites. As you can see, the clamp ends look great once assembled, and everything appears to be the same size and length, and the 90-degree bends on the bolts are uniform across all 4 pieces. Taking a look at the outer edge of each square, you can see that one side is laser etched with an Imperial scale, and the other is etched with a metric scale. A close-up of the scale shows that the laser was in focus when the scales were etched, and each hash mark is sharp and clear. And while that is all well and good, the scales are useless if they're not accurate, so let's test them against some of my known accurate rulers. I used a 36-inch Starrett ruler to measure the accuracy of the Imperial scales, and as you can see, the inch marks and divisions line up precisely over the whole length of the scale. I don't own a metric Starrett ruler, so I used the Imperial Starrett ruler to verify that my 12-inch Shopfox ruler was marked accurately on the Imperial side, and from this I assumed that the metric side would be accurate as well. As you can see, the metric scale on the Shopfox ruler aligned perfectly with the metric scales on the clamping squares. The accuracy of these scales actually surprised me, as I was expecting them to be off a little, as many rulers and tape measures often are. Even some of the big name brands such as Stanley, Camelon, and Craftsman will all vary in accuracy when placed side by side, which is why I keep the Starrett ruler around, as it's guaranteed to be accurate from the factory. So now that we know the scales are accurate, what about the actual squareness of the clamping squares themselves? I used the machinist square to check this, and once again you can see there's no gap on either side of the square when the machinist square is placed in the corner. This clamping square set amazes me at how accurate and precise it actually is for what it cost. I was expecting them to be a little off, but I guess I was wrong. Fit, finish, and accuracy are all well and good, but how well does the clamping square set actually work in practice? I cut a 45-degree miter on the ends of 2 pieces of walnut scraps using my cheap miter saw, and while its cuts may not be perfect 45s, the square does a very good job at aligning the pieces 90 degrees from the other. The clamps are easy to use, and a little pressure from the knobs is all that is required to hold the pieces together when doing glue-ups. One thing I did notice was that if you applied too much pressure, the clamp ends would have a tendency to twist a little, causing the board it's clamping to twist as well. But this only occurred when excessive amounts of force was applied. It's important to remember that when clamping glue-ups, you want enough pressure to pull the joint tight, but not so tight as to squeeze out all of the glue, and I feel that the twisting I experienced would never happen when applying the right amount of pressure. Just for fun, I wanted to see if there was enough length on the clamp bolts to use both squares together, and in this case, the bolts were just long enough to span the full width of both clamps and the workpiece, but this would not be the case if your stock were wider than 1 inch. If you would like to purchase a set of DrillPro clamping squares like this, please consider using the Banggood affiliate link found in the description below to make your purchase. This set retails for less than $45, which is significantly cheaper than many of the premium brands out there, and in some instances, more than $200 cheaper. Before we go, Banggood has asked me to mention that their annual Black Friday sale is currently active and that they have slashed the prices on many of their most popular items. I have left affiliate links in the description below to that sale as well as several other sales they have going on at the moment. I purchase a lot of my DIY electronics and RC vehicle gear from Banggood over the years, and I have yet to be disappointed, so check them out if you're looking to save a few bucks this holiday season. That's going to wrap this one up. If you found this video helpful, please consider clicking the like button, and I would greatly appreciate a click on the subscribe button as well. Also, remember to click the notification bell and select all notifications to ensure you get notified when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and as always, hack the world and make awesome.